Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the VIP Podcast. I'm your host, James.
Zay.
Will.
And we are back. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we do have some arrangements, I will say, for YouTube purposes only. We came here to celebrate. But before we do that, I got to ask the fellas one thing. We haven't asked this in a while. Fellas, what have you guys watched recently?
Ooh. I'm gonna let you go, Zay, because I haven't thought about it.
You haven't thought?
I haven't thought about my movies.
Well, I mean,
I watched a lot. That's like
watched Michael again.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, we
with your
did.
pops?
Yeah, we did see
seeing Michael again, and then I watched 2012. You know, I love my little destruction movies,
You're like, turn this shit up.
But I was just appreciating how amazing that director is. I forget his name, but
For 2012 or for Michael?
2012.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the same director who did Day After Tomorrow and Independence Day and shit like that. So he's dope.
Did your feelings on Michael change at all?
It's after watching it a couple times, it's definitely like great. It's cinema, but it's still just the pacing that pisses me off.
Well, I just like I finally went to go see Michael. That's a really good movie. That's a damn good movie. And I still stand by what I said last week about going with your opinions, because if you're following the reviews, yeah, that was a good movie. You guys need to go see that. I also want to go see. I also saw Hancock. I want to go rewatch that. Very funny movie. That's like probably one of my guilty pleasure movies that I watch sometimes when I'm late at work.
Good job. Good job. That's a Hancock reference. You didn't.
No, when I do this is where I get it from. You never see me throw a thumbs up. That's where I get it from with Hancock. And also been watching some TV shows, The Boys, and catching up on One Piece. Yeah, that's what I'm watching this week.
What'd you watch?
Hey, man. In the big year of 2026 for new releases, I have reached 20 movies watched. I have watched 20 new releases in 2026. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I saw.
You want a cookie, my nigga?
I actually would. I saw Normal. I saw Over Your Dead Body, and the big one, a surprise for me, a very, very solid surprise. The Devil Wears Prada 2.
I'm surprised you said that you're surprised. The first one was good.
Was it better than the first one?
I hate to say it. Actually, I'm okay with saying it. Of course, yes. It was great. It was great.
I have not seen the Devil Wears Prada 2 yet.
It was so funny watching middle-aged women like take pictures of it, reliving their primes. I was probably like the only straight guy, and I was by myself in the theater. I was in besides two old ladies. But hey, man, it was a great movie nonetheless. But we're gonna get into it more. But we're gonna circle back to these arrangements, ladies and gentlemen. This past week, the MCU turned 18. 18 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And this is to you, MCU and Disney.
Thank you for carrying my childhood.
Thank you for being there for my most important years of my life.
Thank you for existing. We're going to cheers. We're going to cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to cheer. Wow.
I wish Stan Lee was here.
Love this water.
Oh, sorry. It's a strong ass water.
Oh, that's for Shirley Dasani.
Arrowhead. Oh.
You couldn't have gotten Crystal Geyser?
Gazer. But this is our second shot of Crystal Geyser.
Hated it the first time.
But before we continue, we're in a celebratory mood, of course. Fellas, what is your favorite movies or favorite phases of the MCU? We had 18 years of content, 18 years of good times.
Iron Man 2.
Good pull. That's a good pull.
That's a pull.
That's a really. I really enjoyed Iron Man 2.
Better than 3.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy. That was my favorite little
Guardians
mini-series.
3.
I think
Yeah.
Guardians has to be the best.
Honestly,
trilogy.
Guardians 2. I prefer Guardians 2 over Guardians 3. Only because of the Yondu side plot. I love the Yondu side plot.
Can you pass
I'll marry Poppins, y'all!
Can you pass the tape?
Another one, Thor 3, Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor 3, Ragnarok.
No, Ragnarok was definitely fun.
But to your other question, which favorite phase? I want to say 3. 3 is my favorite phase.
3 is just where it just all came together.
That's where everything came together.
I think that was like 8 to 10 years of storytelling.
Yeah.
And it just, oh man, it's. I don't think there will ever be another cinematic event quite like Endgame and Infinity War.
I think that would be considered a lightning bolt right there. It's not gonna hit in the same place twice.
There will also never be another Loki season 1 or WandaVision.
Honestly, not even just Loki season 1. Loki season 2. I love Loki season 2. Like the way they reestablished Loki as a character.
Nah, Loki season 2 was forgettable.
What?
It's not on the level of season 1.
We're supposed to be celebrating. We're supposed to be celebrating.
You know what? Fuck it. I love you, Marvel. And anything you put out, chef's kiss.
I don't like Loki season 2.
Sheep.
Except She-Hulk.
I'm not gonna front. I really enjoyed She-Hulk. As a straight male, I enjoyed She-Hulk. I enjoyed.
Are you supposed to enjoy it as a gay man?
No, I feel like a lot of anytime I ever bring up She-Hulk, it was like, oh, that's just trash, and then I'm like, nah, you don't really understand.
That shit trash.
You don't really
I'm
understand.
not gay.
I feel like y'all don't really understand. Like people don't really understand her as a character. Like she is supposed to be a non-serious fourth wall breaking character. It's like that's literally her trope in the comics.
I've never seen it, so I've never casted judgment.
There's literally a comic line where Gene Walters, she literally stops the comic mid comic just to look at the audience and go, so this is what the fuck's happening right now, and it goes back to the fight, and like that's what she's known for, and so for me understanding that, I'm like, all right, I can fuck with this. Well, I don't like the ending though. Marvel, you fucked up on the ending. I do not like the ending.
Guys, we're getting away from the celebration.
I actually like Captain America: Brave New World.
That was interesting.
That was fun.
I said it.
That was fun. What are you guys' plan? What do you guys think the plans will be for future MCU installments?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. After what I heard, what y'all did to y'all freaking creative. What was it? Your animation team, Marvel.
Visual effects
team, Marvel. Why'd you let them go? They literally put y'all where y'all at, and y'all let them go. Why? So I really don't know where they're gonna go with it. I think after Secret Wars, it's gonna be a completely recontextualized MCU that we're gonna be seeing moving forward. I really hope that if they do somehow make this work, I want to see an Avengers versus X-Men.
I think that's what Doomsday and what Doomsday and Secret Wars will be about.
No, what I'm saying is that there's another like in Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're basically using the variants of these worlds to clash. What I'm saying is I want to see the main MCU X-Men versus the main MCU Avengers.
I don't think we're gonna get that just because after Secret Wars, the new focus will be on X-Men and certain MCU characters or original MCU characters, but as far as Avengers go, they're going to be on the back burner, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But what about you, Zay? What do you think the future is?
I mean, they kind of revealed the future at their little convention thing, but I honestly don't think they're ever going to hit again like they did in 2019.
Not even with the X-Men.
No, because
I don't know about that one.
I mean, we've gotten the X-Men and everything like that, and at this point, they're just restarting and adding them into the MCU. So I don't think it's ever really gonna be the same.
Are you saying that because they're not gonna have the same actors as they did when they first?
No, I'm just saying because
that magic won't be.
It's like going through.
I don't know, because like when people saw Scott Summers in the Doomsday trailer, there was a lot of hype behind that.
But it's like going through 3 Spider-Mans. Like even for the Amazing Spider-Man, I was like, holy fuck, I do not want to see Ben die. Like we've seen this story, heard this story, watched this story. There's 5 different shows, comics, the movies and stuff like that.
That's what we already know.
And that's why when they announced Tom Holland and shit like that and said we're bringing Spider-Man to the MCU, it was like, where are you gonna go with this? Because I pray they do not tell this same fucking story all over again.
Yeah.
And I actually love the way they did Tom Holland. We know the story. We don't need to hear the story. And they just threw him out there.
But I feel like it's a little bit different with X-Men, because there's so many routes that you can go with. You can go with X-Men. You can reintroduce them all. You can reintroduce them all together. You can reintroduce them all together. You can make them into a phenomenon. You can even go the X-Men Evolution route and have a TV series with them.
And I mean, there's different things they can do. But I mean, from like a point, we've seen Professor die and shit like that. We've seen movies. We've seen Magneto fuck up. We've seen the height of things. We've seen Wolverine grow old and basically become washed and stuff like that. Then we see him come back with Deadpool and look like a fucking beast again. But it's just like we have so many actors before that we've seen and loved, and then we've seen a bunch of different storylines and just different things happen over the years that it's just not gonna feel right or not as fun just seeing something different. I mean, they fucked up Deadpool, then come back with Deadpool to be comic accurate. And who we want to be Wolverine. They don't do that.
Are you basically saying that Marvel kind of wrote them into a corner, and they don't really, and there's like
they do
with that, and it's like it's gonna be very hard to pivot on the mutant saga route?
They do it all the time, because I mean it was the same exact thing with Fantastic Four. People were scared for this movie because it's a 2017 movie.
Yeah, Fan 4 Stick.
But I mean, I do think
I don't know what the fuck y'all think about that one.
I do think that there is a little bit of excitement because Disney. Granted, these characters have been on screen for decades. Mm-hmm. Most of them have, but they haven't been done by Disney. And so I think the future is for Disney to tell their own story with these characters in a more connected universe. Because that's what Marvel is. It's just a big, we have all these teams, all these characters, but they're part of a greater universe. And so the future, I am excited. I'm a little bit timid, but I am excited. Especially that, with the whole Phase 5, Marvel, they thought it was hot shit. And, they're course correcting a little bit. To your point, Zay, I do think that Secret Wars and Doomsday will be a point to where some of these legacy or some of these characters who've already been established in previous movies, this will be their chance to either shine and or pass the torch over.
Yeah, and I feel like it really bangs on how well Doomsday performs.
Like Doomsday is gonna do numbers.
What I mean by that is it's based on based on the reception, because I already know Marvel pays very close attention to a commentator say, and I know after a while, if let's just say with there's a weak point in Doomsday, I know they're gonna find a way to course correct. So it really goes based off of not just what they're gonna do with Doomsday, but how they're gonna move and shake moving forward after Doomsday.
My biggest thing is I think I'm just scared. Seeing how they fumbled Ant-Man so hard and let Kang get his ass beat by an Ant-Man is it wasn't a good look for where they were going.
They accidentally power scale Scott Lang.
Exactly. I understand you can say, oh, it was a weaker variant of Kang. There's like thousands of him. But it's bullshit. That's a scapegoat. It's a fucking cop-out.
And the way that they introduced Kang, especially this variant of Kang, that was like they made him see like he wasn't a pushover. Like he came in as Kang the Conqueror,
which was hard as fuck.
Which was my thing is like that is like the main continuity Kang. So like, it's like if
was
he
the Kang.
That's what I'm saying.
He was Kang.
We was all
No, but that nigga was the dynasty, and then the way they just jumped the gun and fumbled his movie so fucking hard.
Niggas talking about like he's Tom Brady. He was the dynasty. There wouldn't be no him with it. There wouldn't be no us without him.
But literally, Kang was the future of MCU as a villain.
Yeah. And the pivot shift is crazy.
And now you just have to jump. Doomsday wasn't supposed to come for another
5-6 years.
Yeah. So now you have to jump ahead of schedule. I don't trust them to pull this off.
Well, that's a great jumping off point to our last question regarding the MCU. Do you think it will end? Is it at a place where it can end? Because it used to be, the superhero movie used to be its own genre, to where now it feels almost like a setting. To where you can have other types of movies or other types of genres within a superhero setting.
I think the MCU will. I feel like it will finish after the mutant saga. Only reason why I say that because like now that they're calling this a mutant saga, it's gonna be another 10 years. With trends and fads and how things go, it's gonna come to a point where people are gonna get that burnout feeling with the MCU. But I feel like it's going to be even more intense if they don't change or improve the formula. Right now, what we're seeing is with Doomsday and Secret Wars is that, as we said before in our previous podcast, this is a Hail Mary play. They're doing this to bring back the audience and get their buzz back in the seats. Now if they're able to pull off this Hail Mary, you're looking at another I would say another 5-6 years of keeping the audience in their seats. Once they start getting comfortable again, which they will, because we've always seen how Marvel gets. They get comfortable, then they start fucking up. Once they see the success of how how Doomsday and Secret Wars plays out, they're probably gonna have a couple properties afterwards that are gonna be sellers. But then what we're gonna do in 2-3 years after all the stuff that they've announced have already came and went, and now we're trying to figure out what's the new jump off point.
Well, to be fair, as far as Marvel getting comfortable, there have been, of course, some movies that have been less well received than others. Phase 5, specifically after Endgame, that was when Marvel thought they were just too hot. They were too cool for school, essentially.
Yeah. So
we've seen Marvel be consistent with a couple hiccups, and even their hiccups aren't as bad in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know. Have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder?
That was Phase 5. I'm talking about Phase 5. I'm talking about when they have.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you seen Thor? What was it? Not Ragnarok. Dark of the World.
1. Like I said, they had hiccups, but they haven't been consistently comfortable since Phase 5, which is consensus the weakest phase out of them all.
And that's because they didn't have a jump off point.
No. I'm saying, like you're saying, they might get too comfortable. I'm saying we've seen Marvel when they lead up, when they have that quote unquote jump on point and they're leading to a bigger story, they're rather consistent. But there is a point Phase 5, where they did get too comfortable, and we saw the slop come in. We just got content after content after content after content, and they just thought like we would eat up anything they spit out. But speaking of being comfortable, Zay, before we move on, what is your thoughts of if the MCU will end?
I'll give the MCU a solid 12, 15 years.
Really? You
just gotta think about how much shit they have in comics. There's so much they can pull out. And even on top of that, say this version of Spider-Man dies. You have so many different variations of
or
Spider-Man.
Or make it like a situation where it's like if they do kill off Spider-Man, you can bring in Ben Reilly, you can bring in Miles Morales.
And that's what I'm saying. There's so many different things that you can do when it comes to the MCU and comics. It's too deep to let it die off that fast. Now, do I think they're getting complacent, like you said? Yes, I do believe, and it probably will kill off the audience.
You'll kill off a lot.
I think the audience has to. The audience has to start weaning off of MCU before it actually disappears.
But my question to that is when do you think, like, what do you think will be a good subgenre to keep that would put the audience away?
I just think it's bad. It's bad movies. Like what kills the franchise, and by killing I don't mean ending on its own terms. Like what Harry Potter did before it got rebooted. It's just how the DCEU ended. It was just flop after flop after flop. They didn't understand what the audience wanted, and as long as Disney gets what the audience wants, this is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. A billion. It's one of the most well-known franchises in the world, and so I don't think it will end because there isn't a franchise that has ended definitively. Even the DCEU, that extended universe did end, but the characters live on. And like I said before, superhero now.
I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off, but when it comes to DCEU, I feel like they are ultimately gone.
No, yeah, I'm saying that universe is gone, but the characters that the universe is based off of, they're still around. And even then, some of those characters from the DCEU, how they were characterized, can return as cameos because people will grow, I guess, fonder of it or get more nostalgic of it. So yeah, I don't think that the MCU will end anytime soon.
With the introduction of the multiverse, anything is possible. I mean, T'Challa had a fucking son. A son. Okay. Which gives you many more years of Black Panther.
I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. Let me ask you that real quick. Do you guys feel like the multiverse was a mistake?
It's a scapegoat.
I feel like
we talked about this before on a podcast before.
Yeah, I would say, just for the sake of brevity, it wasn't a mistake. If you guys want more longer episodes, go check out a previous episode of our podcast. The multiverse, it is a. But before I move on, the multiverse is a concrete point in the comics. It shouldn't be used to. It shouldn't be a main story point. It should just be like all around, like we're used to it. And if we want to, we can explore other projects in different multiverses. But we should just stay on one concrete lane. But with that, we will move on now. Once again, happy birthday to the MCU, 18. Guys, now. Oh, actually, I'm gonna need my notes for this. I ain't gonna lie. That crystal guy is strong as hell. What? But now we will move on to big changes coming to the Oscars. First and foremost, guys and ladies and gentlemen watching, stunt men and women will finally get recognized for the Oscars.
It's about damn time.
Shout out to all the stunt workers out there. Unfortunately, we do have to wait a couple more years to start being honoring at Oscars 100. I don't know why they won't just do it this upcoming year, but hey, man, any representation, we're moving forward with that in the industry. And as well as that new category, we do have some stipulations now. The Academy came out, some representatives, for the Academy came out, and they said this regarding multiple actors in multiple movies. and AI.
Wait, I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
About the stunt performers being able to get awards.
Mhm.
So say like the category is best stunt in like a big major movie. Does I can't even think of his damn name. That fucking that water strong as hell. What's his name in Top Gun?
Oh, Tom Cruise?
So does Tom Cruise get nominated in those categories for
I feel like
stunt?
he would. I feel like he would.
I feel like he would. I don't think it would be individuals. I think it would be like a stunt team.
Yeah.
It would be a stunt team, and then, and then everybody from that stunt team, or maybe even a representative or two, will come out and accept the award on their behalf.
What I like about the having the stunt teams now get recognized, that now changes the meta a lot when it comes to performances, because now I feel like this gives the directors to put more shine on the action sequences and actually put a lot more effort, because like you guys know when you guys see like a movie, like an action movie that's supposed to have decent action and it comes out mediocre. Like I feel like now people who are trying to go for those Oscar awards, will see an increase of quality in action scenes.
I was gonna say now, follow-up question: do you think that category is gonna force lead actors to do their own stunts now?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I don't know because the main actors are the money makers. Unfortunate to say, Michael B. Jordan will get a lot of pushback if he wants to do what Tom Cruise is doing, because Tom Cruise has done it a lot. If anything, which is, I want to congratulate, I think it will put more money in the stunt workers' pockets, as well as like more compensation and more recognition. And so they can build that resume. It's like, you know what? Okay, that stunt team, they do great work. They have X amount of Oscar wins, X amount of Oscar nominations. I want them a part of my project.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so like you could, if a main actor does want to, I'm pretty sure they can. However, I don't think it would be for a big budget. They would have to be like a smaller film to where the main actor has some, their word goes farther as far as stunt work, or it has to be a movie that they are outwardly producing.
I was gonna say, I feel like it depends on the stunt though, because like you said, Tom Cruise has been doing this damn near his whole career. So you're not gonna see Michael B. Jordan hanging on the wing of a fucking moving plane.
Well, I don't know. Like the relationship that I've seen between Tom Cruise and Michael B. Jordan is like I wouldn't put it past him to take it to the limit of Tom Cruise.
But that's outside relationship. We're not talking about doing that in the movies.
Well, I'm not saying just like the relationship. I'm saying like if you look at the relationship in a mentor aspect, I wouldn't be surprised that he takes on the attribute of wanting to do his own stunts more.
I mean, yeah, it could be, but I think it would be in the sense of Keanu Reeves and John Wick, where the first John Wick, it was a smaller budget-esque movie.
Yeah.
And so Keanu Reeves, who was the main driving force of that movie, and why a lot of people watched it initially, he was able to do 90-something% of his own stunts. Because
but as the budget got bigger and as the movies got more popular, the stunts just got crazier and crazier, and it gets to a point to where you
gotta protect your star
to do your own stunts anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is a movie that Michael B. Jordan is producing, a new Battlefield movie, to where he could potentially star in it. He could maybe have his way and like doing a lot more stunts, but you know, it just all depends.
That's gonna be crazy.
But
the stipulations and the AI thing.
Yeah. Moving on, actors can now be nominated twice in the same category for separate movies, which is big because we have a lot of actors and actresses right now. Off the top of my head, Robert Pattinson,
Pedro Pascal, because that nigga loves to do 15 movies a year.
Zendaya, and Anne Hathaway. They're in a bunch of movies this year.
And Anya Taylor-Joy, she loves coming out with the threes every year.
Anya Taylor-Joy. So yeah, I just think it's a great.
It's dope.
Yeah, because now actors aren't only defined for one role.
But that begs the scenario of when you get to Oscar, and let's just say for example, Anya Taylor-Joy does 3 good ass movies, and they all get pushed out that same year. That means it won't even be like a competition for other actors. It'll be like,
you have 3 nominations.
It'll be
but they only choose like 8 people.
Yeah, and it shrinks the pool a little bit, because like if Anya Taylor-Joy comes on 3 movies, it'll be Anya Taylor-Joy versus Anya Taylor-Joy versus Anya Taylor-Joy, and then it'll be like 2 other people out.
It's 8 nominations, but technically it's only 5 different people because you took up 3 of those nomination spots with 3 different movies. So now it's your 3 movies versus the other 5 people having 1 movie each. So you have a 3 in 8 chance to win when everybody else have a 1 in 8 chance.
Exactly, but I feel like on the flip, this would put a little bit more aggro into when it comes to the casting, and it puts a little bit more pressure when it comes to the casting directors when it comes to coming out properties, because if the actors and actresses in the business, they're all trying to go for as many Oscars as possible, I don't think that they're going to keep putting these heavy hitter actors in multiple movies at the same time in the same year. I feel like it's going to open the pool up.
I don't think so. No, because
I feel like they'll have a way to fix that and make sure it doesn't.
I mean, it's a year by year basis. If an actor or an actress gives 3 amazing performances in the same year, they should be able to get recognized. Mm-hmm. However, it could be a case with last year where Jessie Buckley absolutely ran award season. Mm-hmm. And it don't matter how many people. Zendaya could have been nominated for 7 out of the 8 awards. She was not going to beat Jessie Buckley because Jessie Buckley did that much of amazing performance.
But you got to think what happens to an actor when they earn an Oscar.
Yeah, the price goes up.
Exactly, and so I feel like here's my prediction. I feel like there's going to be a year where we're going to have multiple actors that are going to go for the same award multiple times. Those actors will get those said accolades. The following year, they're going to shoot their price up because now they just won 2 Oscars in the same year.
No. They can get nominated for the same category, but they can only win one time. Yeah. But moving on, for our final Oscar news, the Academy has banned AI from ever winning an Oscar.
Yes!
They said, and I quote, only roles demonstrably performed by humans with their consent can be nominated for acting Oscars. Screenplays must be human authored to qualify for a nomination. So
I love that.
That 1776 movie, or whatever the fuck that came out, bullshit. That was purely AI. Mm-hmm. We won't have to worry about that schlop getting nominated.
I love the fact that they're dismantling AI.
Checking the arts.
Because it started with the music. Because I don't know if you guys heard, but now AI made songs, they're no longer allowed to chart, and so I feel like this is another nail in the AI coffin that's coming, because I feel like a lot of people are consistently saying that they can't stand AI. So having this is just another win.
Well, this is, of course, just because an AI song can't chart or an AI movie can't get nominated, that doesn't mean that AI can't be the basis. So the whole point is because AI can lay out a demo track, and then engineers and artists, they hear it, and they just put their own stuff on it. So it's not. It's a step in the right direction.
They can have an influence, sure, but I think it takes AI to be put on the back burner again, because I feel like a lot of people were trying to look towards AI as like a get rich quick scheme. Now they're trying to find ways where you can't make money off this, and I feel like that is a good step in the right direction, because people who put years and decades into performances and try to make sure that their character is right, only to get shoehorned out of the situation over somebody who's able to type something up and put Robert Downey Jr. as a face. Yeah, I'm cool off that.
Well, now we are going into some other news now. The big one here. Sam Neill, the star of Jurassic Park series, he is officially cancer-free. Congratulations, Sam, on beating cancer. Salute, salute, salute. And he said, and I quote, back to making more movies. So I can't wait to see you on the big screen again.
I love it. I can't wait. Please fix the Jurassic Park franchise. I'm begging you.
Michael has now made over $400 million worldwide after its second week concluded. It is trudging towards that bill.
Yeah.
It's making $200 billion a weekend. The Devil Wears Prada 2 opens with over $230 million in its opening weekend, the second biggest opening weekend of any movie in 2026 besides Super Mario Galaxy. So that's... I was surprised that movie did as good as it did.
It might do better than Michael in the second week.
It might. Probably. I'm not gonna lie, that movie was fucking good.
I'm not even gonna. It's been packed. I was trying to get my fiance. I was trying to get Nick a ticket, and literally the entire theater
it was
filled.
I went to the opening night premiere of it.
Yeah.
I was able to get the magazine, phenomenal merchandise, by the way. It was so packed. It's funny seeing movies outside of your stratosphere. They do good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the fucking Housemaid all over again, but this is way better than a Housemaid. But this is just the theater touches so many different people, where when you like step out and go see a movie you would normally see, it's amazing to see how well it does.
I ain't even gonna see that movie then.
Yeah, you should take your fiance with you. It's fantastic.
No, I'm going by myself.
Okay, fantastic. Christopher Nolan says the Odyssey will be shorter than Oppie with the Choppyheimer. Oppenheimer. And I think Oppenheimer was a 3-hour movie. So,
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
You said it's gonna be shorter?
It will be shorter than
That
Oppenheimer.
just means the movie can be 2 hours and 40 minutes or some shit like that.
And you know what? I'm cool with that.
It's shorter than 3 hours.
I'm cool with that. Because as long as, as I said in the previous podcast, The Odyssey is one of my favorite high school stories. So as long as you're able to make it a cohesive story, which Christopher Nolan
I already know
is going to be, I have no doubt.
I bet my spot on it.
I really hope the fact that he's gonna go one or two ways, he's able to find a way to have a make it a complete story, or make it a sequel. Make a sequul.
Because I don't think
it's a one-off.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The Odyssey, the full story is really big.
It's a one-off.
It's something you can at least do a part 2. You can at least do a part 2.
Either way, we will be seated.
I will be there opening night.
Next up for 2027, over 17 IMAX releases have been announced. One of those will be Netflix's Narnia, its first ever wide theatrical release movie. So how are we feeling that IMAX is getting more and more prominent as the years go on? And how do you guys feel about Netflix's first ever wide release theatrical film?
I feel like it was a long time coming. Cause like they already had like small test screenings when it came to Bird Box. Like they already sampled if they can pull the numbers. And they've had put movies out on Netflix that I feel like would have gotten a lot more spotlight if it was put in theaters.
I was gonna say Netflix to me is on the same level of Amazon when it comes to making movies. I think they both make really good movies. Netflix studios work hard. They make movies that's entertaining. They've made a couple movies that I'm like, holy shit, this needs to be in a theater.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Knives Out, Glass Onion, for example.
That should have
had a theatrical release.
Frankenstein, just on visuals alone, should have been a theatrical release.
Yeah, and I definitely think Narnia going direct is actually having a theatrical release for Netflix is going to be huge moving forward, especially for like their future projects.
I agree. I feel like if Narnia does good, which is another childhood favorite. I don't know if you guys big Narnia
I
book
had the tapes.
nigga,
And the books.
that was my shit.
Come on.
So, with them choosing Narnia as its first release, I feel like that is one
It's nostalgia.
it's a good nostalgia pick. And two, I feel like that is probably your safest bet that you can probably go, or one of your safe bets that you can probably go.
Because it can spawn a franchise too.
Exactly.
Definitely.
My only memory of the Narnia movies is Epic Movie, and I'll leave that as that.
Oh, come
Finally, saved the biggest one for last. Somehow, Remy the Rat from Ratatouille is coming to Fortnite.
Yes, sir! We winning!
Fortnite just got Star Wars. So.
Hey, I'm not gonna front. I might not for Remy, but I might re-pick up Fortnite because I have been seeing some fun stuff on there. I have not been playing it for like a good amount of time, but the stuff I've been seeing has been pretty cool.
Not for Remy, yeah.
Let's run trios. They got Star Wars that's supposed to play like Battlefront.
Oh yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, we gotta
run that.
Man.
Who knows? Might be start doing a game part.
Well, that is it for this episode of the VIP. I said it before. I'll say it fucking again. Happy birthday to MCU. You gave us a reason to drink spicy water.
Mm-hmm.
I will always appreciate a reason to drink spicy water. But now, any closing remarks from the guys?
May the 4th be with you.
Drink water.
Drink water. Drink spicy water.
Drink spicy water. Alkaline, something.
And before we go, we just want to send our condolences and prayers out to Roger Sweet's family. Unfortunately, Roger Sweet, after a battle with dementia, has left us, and he is the creator of He-Man. So we cannot wait to watch He-Man, and to Roger Sweet and his family, we do send our condolences to you guys.